Ladies and gentlemen, this is obviously your number one airdrop enthusiast, LL, and you're watching the 5th episode of Airdrop Intel. So let's get started. First of all, we have a couple of pre-market prices emerging for drops that are going to be happening very time soon. We have Drift Protocol and recently announced Bubble by Imaginary Ones. I believe the listing is going to be happening on the 15th, if I remember right. I could be wrong about that. Also, Layer 0 apparently has a price very close to $1. And then we have Uprock obviously coming out very soon, along with ZK Link and Zeta Markets. And I believe Mon Protocol is pretty soon around the corner as well. So a lot of exciting things coming out, guys, despite of people kind of winding down on the grinding. And also, I recommend checking out the Notion page, which has a lot of information about, well, many different types of airdrops and chain statuses and what might be happening next. But let's start on the first entry of the day. So we have Karak, which we have done a full video on, and the project has significantly changed since then, the first video that we did. And basically, right now you have multiple opportunities to basically deposit different assets and accumulate different points. This includes restaking rewards, Eigenlayer points. So a reminder, Eigenlayer is going on their second phase out of, well, there's basically Season 1A and Season 1B, and now we're basically on Season 2. And then there's Karak XP that you will be getting, and LRT points, which are the respective protocols you're going to be depositing. We got Swell Ether here, which I will talk about in a second as well. We have Staked Frax Ether here. Autocomp, I have no idea what that is. That might be a new entry, might have to look into that. We have Liquids Restaking for Restaked Swell. That's where I have my assets. I've put out very small sum here so far, and I am going to be adding a lot more here because Karak is still like a project that has raised $48 million. That is a significant amount of money, and it requires a lot more of my attention. But as I have said in a lot of previous videos, I think all of us are kind of scarce on resources right now. We're waiting for a lot of unlocks and things like that. And we have on the stablecoin side, one of a very good strategy is Athena. So basically you can get Athena points, which are accumulating you Satoshis on their Bitcoin, stablecoin, or whatever it's going to be called. And then you're going to be getting Athena points, and you're going to be getting Karak points by depositing here. So this is actually a pretty good strategy. And this is strategy I'm going to be utilizing the most. So I'm going to be converting all my stables that I have, the what's left over that is, and putting it here on Karak, because I think this is a good strategy. Pendle is obviously there's an option, but very, very risky. And an interesting entry also here is Wrapped BTC. So in case you want to put BTC here, that's also an option, because that's not something you see that often with these Eigenlayer style projects. Not that Karak is an Eigenlayer project, but it's kind of adjacent to that. And here are some referral codes. Well, I think you can use any of these 5. I'm just going to leave one of them in the link. And then we have Swell, Layer 2. And this is basically going to be their own Layer 2 chain. They have been heavily, involved with Eigenlayer, for example. And there's a multitude of different assets that you can deposit here. Outlayer, EigenPi projects, Pendle, and also USDE is also available here, and Frax, and well, a lot of different entries here, and Stone even. So a lot of things to choose from. One of the things that makes this extremely bullish proposition is the fact that you're not just getting a one drop, you're getting the staking yields, Eigenlayer points, and you're obviously getting Swell points, but there's 6 projects which have go on and said that they are going to be airdropping to the people who are going to be dropping the Swell. So that is Ambient Dex, Ion Protocol, Brahma, Brevis, and I think Sturdy Finance. I'm not sure about at least a couple of them already announced. I know Ambient is on that list and Ion. But is Brahma going to be doing their own token and Drosera? That remains to be seen. But there's going to be more announced. There's 2 audits already and a lot of backers behind this. And I know that they already I tried to actually get on the pre-sale, but it didn't actually go through. There wasn't enough interest. And also, depending on things you're going to be depositing, you can get Eigenpie points, EtherFi, Turtle points, and so a lot of different points here. This might be, along with Karak, one of the better ones. I think this is kind of like, a lot of people have been asking about what are some good farming strategies, and I think this is one of the best right now because you're getting so many drops by doing this. Like, it doesn't matter which thing you deposit here, basically, just normal ETH, you will be getting all of these ecosystem things, as far as I basically read this thing. And yeah, and there might be also the redstone element here. So they are Oracle. Oracles are very valuable airdrops, guys. But obviously, I don't recommend putting Ethereum, convert it into some Eigenlayer style project like Eigenpie, and deposit that. Or put Ethena here, whatever you want to. But this is a good deposit opportunity for a lot of people. The closing date, it's somewhere listed, but I don't find it here on the main page, and on the Q&A, there's no saying about when is this going to be. They do say about also giving out Eigenlayer points, and I think the withdrawals are also open, so I'm able to basically get the things out if I want to. So I have already put out here a considerable amount, as you can see. My Ethenas, my wrapped Ethereum, some Easy ETH, which I should probably sell at this point, and Swell restaked ETH. But let's move on. The bounce bit airdrop happened. I made an okay sum given to how little I basically deposited in. We're talking about, and it was too little in my opinion when I look at it in hindsight. I was put $300 and I made 155 BP, which is around 70 bucks. Well, a bit more than that with the current price, but I think that's actually, I made 175 BB. Let me do a correction there because I got from the other campaign as well. So I think this was not too bad, at least compared to Merlin, that is. Merlin was a shit show. And this one actually had a pretty good APR yield when you think about this airdrop. And there's still a lot of like upside potential for this. But I don't think it has a lot of dApps, so I don't know really. I'm just still kind of in between which one will become the best Bitcoin layer 2. But hey, congratulations to the people who basically, this is automatically dropped into your address and you can basically deposit to Binance and sell it if you want to. Then we have Zormint. I think it's good to have some Zora transactions happening on a weekly basis, once a week with something. And now they have a limited edition for Hazorb. And this is something that I probably would recommend minting out as the mint of the week. And there's a lot of people already minting this, so that's already a good insignia about popularity and interest. And then we have Optop AI. Okay, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. And in case you were acting in optimism or base, you are getting this airdrop. So you're going to be getting base points based on your previous activity, and then you're going to be getting extra points on basis of, well, bringing referrals and doing some of the quests here. Just Twitter and Discord linking quests, and that's basically it. And you're going to be getting the initial reward plus the bonuses that you're going to be getting. Basically by bringing it in. And that's not, as you can see, 8,000 people only here, so very, very under the radar. Next, we have another deposit campaign, Olive Chain. And yes, once again, like, depositing is the big thing right now, and I understand a lot of people don't have capital. Too bad. I mean, you just have to farm the free drops and get money from there. And these have also coming out a lot of interesting things. Obviously, there's a referral program here. Congratulations and thank you to all the people who have signed under me under my referral code to Olive Chain. And you get Olive points, you can get Kelp miles, EtherFi, Puffer points, Eigen points, Renzo points. So a lot of different forms of points coming in to your way. And big partners here. We're talking about CoinList. They're going to be doing a sale. Airdrop has been confirmed, so that's pretty good. And there's a lot of assets that you can put in here. I might have to put the rest of my kelp here because I'm just going to put them right here because I want more points. And just kind of leaving your assets at your own like address without putting them into these deposit campaigns. I think obviously there's always risks, guys, but fundamentally we have to understand that this is kind of how a lot of the money is made during this cycle, is just capitalizing much as possible on these assets and depositing them in. Okay, but let's move on. We have Infinite Stones, which is a validator on, well, trillion different chains, have now started an Eigenlayer project, and they're going to be giving $1 million giveaway and Infinity Stone loyalty points. Now, there's also a referral campaign. Now, there's a one negative, because already when I did the Eigenlayer video 2 days ago, I obviously tell people, hey, go delegate to Eigen Yield instead of something else. So in case you didn't delegate yet, now there's still an opportunity to delegate to Infinite Stones. You can make a new deposit to Eigenlayer, with Ethereum that is, not Eigen points, and you can get points now to Infinite Stones. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be depositing with an alternative account and choosing these as the delegate. And there's a very strict, easy guide here how it's basically done. This is not limited to only Eigen. Some of us, because Eigen redelegation takes 23 days. Initially, I was under the impression that there's no staking time, and sadly, there's not like a redelegation process like we have on the interchain, on the Cosmos chains, where we can just redelegate immediately. So that's an issue. But in case you haven't delegated your Eigen, and you haven't delegated your Ethereum or any other tokens on the Eigenlayer protocol, on the Eigenlayer mainnet, you have the opportunity to get into these Infinity Stones, which in my opinion is a pretty good deal. It's not probably going to be the biggest drop of all time, but in terms of Eigen projects, I think it's going to be quite decent. Then a drop we talked about million fucking times. Hopefully you guys played the game. Now we are getting a first share of the tokens. We can't sell them yet, but we have our allocation of these Kuro tokens now, and they are starting their second play to earn phase. So people have been also asking me for play to earn games. This is one of the titles you can play right now or play very soon when the season 2 will start. And basically, yeah, probably this is gonna be big. I don't know how much you guys got from this drop. Leave a comment down below. What was your share? The minimum was level 5, which I think it was really fair requirement altogether if I think about it. And talking about another played campaign, Nuan Heroes is back, and my referral code is Liger Light, Case Capital. No, not Case Capital. I'm not even. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm recording way too late, so yeah. So make sure you have the capital L and capital L on this. You just write it on the way it's on. Paste it on the comment section and the description. And basically, there's a couple of new missions here. Mostly, there's a one open mint edition NFT that you can basically do on Magic Eden, that you can mint for free on Solana. This will give you free points. Do that. This is gonna be ending in, well, day after tomorrow, so make sure you're gonna be doing that on time. And then there's some couple of other basic style quests that we saw before, like holding certain NFTs. And then obviously there's a lot of like punch that you can get by playing, which is one of the best ways to do this. I'm probably going to be playing, and maybe I will kick out a stream again like I did earlier. So join up under my link and we will be seeing you making some huge money hopefully from this airdrop as well. And then the last thing that we have on the list is the Holograph Foundation, an NFT protocol of sorts. Basically announced an airdrop. People who had minted NFTs on their chain can basically claim HLG tokens if they're going to be doing KYC. Now, I wasn't eligible for this thing. I remember doing some shit with this Holograph thing, but I guess I didn't do enough, so I wasn't eligible for this. And who knows how valuable it will be. Well, at least the good thing about KYC drops is that they don't get diluted as fast as a lot of the other ones tend to do in this airdrop scheme. But that's basically what we have to share for today. And as always, please sure to like, subscribe, blah blah blah, and obviously tell me on the comment section what have been your biggest claims of the week. I love to know that. And yes, we will be seeing you very soon with another brand new video.